Welcome to another episode of In My Opinion. It's your boy King Vance. Just in case you didn't know, now you do. This episode, I want to talk about people who consistently pick the wrong people to be in relationships with and then blame the entire gender. So, this is for both women and men who keep dealing with the same trash, women and men, and then want to say all men and women ain't nothing. Of course, they like to use the other word. Um, For starters, I want to say um, you need to sit back and look at yourself and find out what it is or why you are attracting these type of people and why do you feel these people are the ones that you want to be in a relationship with. For women, you consistently pick dudes who ain't about anything, like nothing at all, and then want to categorize the whole male species as a whole and say we all aren't anything. And then you have men who do the same thing. You have men who pick these women who really ain't about anything, have babies with them, and then want to say all women ain't nothing, women this, that, and third. So, um, for the women, it's more like, okay, if one guy is showing you he isn't anything, and you decide to go in a relationship with him anyway, you have his kid, maybe kids, y'all break up and you claim he ain't nothing, he this, he that, and third. But then you backdoor and get back with him, have another kid, and the same thing happens again. Some of y'all have 3 or 4 kids by the same dude who's showed you numerous of times he's trash. But then you want to say all men is trash. No, the men that you, for whatever reason, are attracted to is trash. Maybe you need to change the type of guy that you're looking for. You need to work on that. You need to really sit back and think, what is it about these dudes that I'm attracted to? And why do I constantly keep putting myself in position to lay up with these dudes just to turn around and end up with an ain't nothing guy? And the same goes for the men. Y'all pick these women that's out here that just be out here doing too much. I guess they seem easy, so that's the ones you want to mess with. But if it's like that, then you should already know what the outcome is going to be, what the situation might be, what you might get yourself into. You keep sleeping with these women, not thinking of the consequences. You having babies with all these women, and then you wonder why certain things is happening around you and your child, and this, that, and the third. Where you decided that you wanted to be with these women that want to be on social media showing their bodies off half naked all the time. Now you got an issue with it, but that's what attracted you to her in the beginning. If that's what you're attracted to, and then you try to change them when y'all get in these relationships, that's not going to work. If that's how you got the person, that's how the person is going to be. You got to be willing to keep the person if that's how you got them. It's really, really hard. I'm not going to say it's hard for me. It's really, really entertaining and funny, honestly. Sorry. To see people's Facebook status about their baby mamas, this, that, and third, about their baby daddies, this, that, and third, about the men and women that they deal with on the daily, and not get a laugh out of it. I get a laugh out of it. Because at some point, you got to point the finger back at yourself. If I'm constantly dealing with ain't nothing women, maybe I need to think, what type of women I'm really going after if I keep falling for the ain't nothing women. At this point, it's not the women, it's me. And not necessarily it could be something wrong with you. It's just you need to figure out, why do you keep picking these people? Sometimes who you want is not who you need. A lot of y'all is picking people based off who you want, not who you need. A lot of y'all want to go for the, a lot of women go for the dudes that's, in the street, got a name. He might be running some things, or, he got a little name for himself, he doing his thing. That might not be the dude that you need. That's the dude that you want, but that's not the dude that's going to be there and hold stuff down. That's the type of dude that's going to be out and about, moving around, doing what he got to do, not staying in one spot. Even if you got a regular 9-to-5 dude, you just got to be aware of the type of person that you're dealing with. Y'all not giving yourselves enough time to date. Too many of y'all jumping head first into relationships, full blown relationships, having a bunch of unprotected sex and they ain't doing anything to. Um, um, y'all not using birth control. It don't even have to be condoms. I understand everybody don't like condoms. I don't like condoms either. But there's other things that can, prevent you all from, having kids and stuff, man. Like, you don't necessarily have to lay down with this person, have sex with them, and then within a couple of weeks or a month or so, you find out you're pregnant. And all of a sudden, now y'all trying to figure out what y'all finna do. No, you don't have to go through that. Both men and women do not have to go through constant heartbreak. It's a lot of men out here it's a lot of really good dudes out here and pick trash women. It's a lot of good women out here pick trash dudes. A lot of women is skipping over the good guy. You don't want to be seen with a good guy because he's considered lame. He's considered a goofy. Y'all wanna take advantage of the person, but that's the man you should be with. Same thing with the dudes. The good girls get looked over. The ones who go to work and come home. The ones who taking care of business. You want the one that want to get drunk and scream, "Hey, hey," every weekend. No, that's not the way this works. You got to find a balance. You have to find a balance. There's a balance there, and if you find it, you would be okay. A lot of y'all don't know how to find that balance. I don't like when men and women, I don't like when neither one of them say that a whole group of the opposite sex ain't nothing just because you keep running into ain't nothing people. At some point, like I say, at some point you gotta look at yourself. And then some of y'all have friends and family members that's telling you, "Oh man, she ain't no good. Hey girl, he ain't no good." But do you listen? You ain't listening. You're not listening. Then when trouble comes, y'all want to tell everybody, "Oh, he did this. Oh, she did this. La da da da. I'm going through this. I'm going through that." And then when you take them back, you expect the people you told to have some type of respect for that person. Nah, that respect went out the window when you told everybody what was going on. My thing is, if you're gonna stay with somebody you know you shouldn't be with, don't tell y'all business. Keep it in the house. Because the moment you start telling y'all business is the moment people ain't gonna look at them the same. People ain't gonna want to look at them the same. It's gonna always be it's gonna always be tension. It's always gonna be some tension there. They're gonna be looking like, oof. It's always gonna be a problem. And wouldn't nobody know if you just kept your mouth closed. If you're gonna stay with this person, keep your mouth closed. Don't tell your business. Y'all be on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram with your little posts, and a lot of y'all like to claim it's random. It do not be random. Y'all be going through those things. Y'all be going through them things. Y'all be going through it. Like, for real. Some things just ain't for social media. Everything is not for social media. I see more women talking about their problems with their relationship, not just problems in general. Problems in general is fine. Everybody does that. But with your relationship in your home, I don't care if you're married or not, if your relationship, period, what goes on behind closed doors should not be told to social media. If you're not willing to take the criticism that social media is going to give you. Because at some point, I don't want to keep hearing it. I don't want to keep reading it. I don't care. I really don't. You either going to do something about it or you're not. And if you're not going to do something about it, ain't no point in you complaining about it. Ain't no point in you complaining about it. Let it go. Leave it alone. What are you complaining about if you're not going to change it? Man, I'm so sick of this broad, man. My baby mama, this, woo. I had to learn that. Me and my wife, we both had to learn that. That's something that you learn over time. Everything is not for social media. Because you're going to have your ups and downs. You're going to have your problems. That don't mean you need to broadcast it. Because the moment you broadcast it, now it makes people look at your partner different. Everybody love each other when nobody knows what's going on in your home. That love changes once we know what's going on in your home. Nobody is. I'm telling you, it's hard, and y'all know it. You know it because everybody has been there. Everybody has been there to the point where you had maybe a brother or a sister or a cousin or whoever in your family didn't say something about their partner, and now you look at their partner different. Now it's like, oh, I don't like that person. I don't like her. I don't like him no more. I don't mess with them no more like that. Everybody has done that. But if you'd have kept your mouth shut, when nobody even know. And then that goes back to being careful with who you picking. I know plenty of women who's with dudes who have kids who don't take care of their own kids. But you with this dude, what do you think he finna do? Oh, he all of a sudden a changed man? Is he? Because if he was, he would be taking care of his own kids. He ain't changed. Some of y'all are with women who don't take care of their kids. Men get beat up on the most about being deadbeats, but it's deadbeat mothers out there. Don't get it twisted. It's deadbeat mothers out there. Mothers who don't do anything for their kids. Don't take care of their kids, don't see their kids, don't do nothing for their kids. The fathers have them. I have quite a bit of men on my friends list of Facebook. I'm not too sure about Twitter, but I know on Facebook I have a good amount of them that are single fathers taking care of their kids. The mothers is not there. Not saying that their mothers in particular are deadbeats, but it's men out here that's taking care of their kids and the mother is not in the picture for whatever reason. Don't want to assume that their particular baby mamas is deadbeats, but there are situations out there where the man is taking care of the kid and the mother is, wherever she's doing. But to my point, there are deadbeat mothers out there. And a lot of us is not keeping our friends and family members accountable when you know they're not being, who they should be to their kids. They being deadbeats. You need to watch who you having kids by, because not everybody is who they are. And if you took the time to find out who they are in a relationship, you would know that. Like I said earlier, y'all be rushing, y'all jump head first into these relationships and you don't know who or what you're dealing with. And if you're not willing to fight to the end, you don't need to jump head first. You don't need to do it. I'm from the moment I jumped on Facebook, I've seen the same women. When I say the same women complain about men. I think I've been on Facebook for about, man, um, 13 years now, I think. I know it's been around longer, but I think I've been on Facebook for about 13 years now, social media. And the same women. I'm not friends with all the women I used to be friends with on Facebook, but majority of them, out of that majority, it's a handful of them that's still saying the same things about how men ain't nothing. Their baby daddies ain't this, their baby daddies ain't that. Some of them have some of them have multiple babies by the same guy. After you done tore him up these past 13 years, you consistently went back and gave this man another baby. If you fit that description, man, don't take it personal, but it is what it is. Same thing for these dudes. Because the same way women is having multiple kids by the nothing fathers, you guys out here having multiple babies with these nothing mothers. Some of y'all just don't know when to quit. Y'all too busy wanting to break up to make up. Everything ain't meant to be. And if y'all really feel like it's meant to be, then y'all need to work on that, because it's getting ridiculous out here. Like it really is. Y'all not showing these kids how to conduct themselves as an adults. They seeing y'all badmouth each other. They seeing y'all argue. They seeing y'all fight. They seeing y'all do all this other stuff. All of that is all of them things trickle down, man. That sets the tone for when your kids get older and how they gonna treat people or allow them to be treated. You got men out here that's being deadbeats who had a deadbeat. That should make you not want to be a deadbeat. That shouldn't make you want to follow the same footsteps your father took. You have women out here who don't have relationships with their fathers, but yet they out here with Men after men after men after men looking for that father figure type of relationship that they never had. Shouldn't be doing that. Some of you dudes taking advantage of that. Y'all know she got daddy issues. These are things that we always joke about, but it's serious. Like at the end of the day, I understand a joke is a joke. I'm not trying to make it seem like people shouldn't joke. We got to joke, especially in these times. Things, you just got to find the funny and the humor and everything. But some things just need to be taken serious in real life. I understand social media is nothing but jokes. But in your everyday real life, when you're not on social media, it needs to be taken serious. These are the type of things that I see all day long, up and down my timeline, no matter what social site that I'm on. It's always a baby mama this, a baby daddy that. Men ain't nothing, women ain't nothing. It's constant. That's the only thing that is more consistent in everyday life, more than anything else. You're gonna run into some ain't nothing people. But it's up to you how far you going with that ain't nothing person. Nobody's forcing you to carry on a relationship with these people. And then y'all stay in these relationships, making it worse. And then when you get out, instead of you building yourself back up to be who you were before that last person, you jump headfirst into another relationship. You ain't ready. Both men and women. You don't be ready. But yet and still, you jump into those relationships when you're not ready. You guys do not be ready for that. Y'all still have lingering feelings for the last person you was with. But now you jump into a new relationship. You know what that causes? Problems for the new relationship, because now you still not only have feelings or leftover tension from the last relationship, you now reaching back out to that person. And if that person reaches back out to you, guess what? You're gonna answer, you're gonna respond. That causes conversation, that causes meetups and stuff like that. And then you get to a situation, so now it's causing friction with your new relationship. It's causing friction. Because now your new partner is like, thought you was over your ex. I thought you was, up the bam. And it's like, it just causes. Now that person who had nothing to do with nothing is heartbroken. And guess what they saying? Man, women ain't nothing. Or if it's a woman, man, men ain't nothing. Men is trash. You didn't know who you was getting into a relationship with. Everybody has to take accountability for their relationships and the type of people that you are attracting. Because if you're not going to take your time to learn somebody, if you're not going to take the time to actually date, these days y'all call dating, that's basically being in a relationship. It's basically having a relationship these days. Y'all don't take the time to just date. There's nothing wrong with being friends first. Start off as friends. Go date. Go hang out. Get to know each other. Sex is cool to throw in there, to throw in there. I mean, we all grown. You're going to do what you're going to do. But learn the person that you're with before y'all get into that exclusive relationship where it's just going to be me and you. If it's only going to be me and you, we need to learn each other first. Get an understanding of the relationship first. If y'all don't want each other talking to nobody else, establish that. If you cool with each other talking to other people, establish that. Make that known. But you all are consistently picking the wrong people and blaming everybody but yourself. If you're young making that mistake, you're going to do that. If you're young, you're living. If you're older, if we 30 plus still making these mistakes, you got to do better. You have to do better. There's no reason why you're 30 plus making these mistakes. 30s is still young, I know, yes, but 30s is also old enough and mature enough for you to understand how a relationship's supposed to work. If you can see that somebody is on bull, go on about your life. They're not ready. If you can see that somebody is playing games and he still want to be a player or she still want to be out looking at other people, this, that, and the third, we ain't got time for that. We 30. We're getting old. But we getting older. I ain't gonna say old. We getting older. We don't have time for that. Not at all. People in their 20s are still having fun. But if you're going to be in your 20s having fun, do that. Don't get in relationships trying to have fun. That's what you don't want to do, because you're just adding or putting yourself in that category of an ain't nothing person. And it's not that you ain't nothing. You probably just still, want to have fun. You being single. You trying to do single stuff in a relationship. You can't do that. There's nothing wrong with telling somebody, hey, I've told plenty of women before, I'm not looking to be in a relationship. So if that's what you're looking for, that's not what I'm looking for. And if what we about to do is gonna, mess anything up, I'd rather just not. I've done that before. A few times. Not ready. There's nothing wrong with telling somebody you are not ready. That saves a lot of headache, heartbreak, saves a lot of time, all of that. You got to be on the same page. So stop telling all you women out there, stop saying all men ain't nothing. No, it's not all men. It's men you deal with. All you fellas out there talking about some women ain't nothing, y'all trash. No, it's the women that you deal with. It's good women out there. It's good women and men out there. Y'all overlook them because they're not your type. Well, if that's the case, keep going for your type. Keep going for your type. Y'all do things like, oh, her butt ain't big enough. Her chest ain't big enough. She ain't all that. She ain't a 10. Have you looked at yourself? It's okay to have high standards of yourself. But it's another to when you want to pinpoint and break down the opposite sex of what attracts you to them or what that person is lacking to make you not want to talk to them. So her body got to be Coke shaped for you to talk to her. Are you in the best shape? Women are the same. Oh, my man got to be in shape. He got to be tall. He got to have dreads, or he got to have the waves, or he, whatever you like. He got to be light skinned. He got to have a beard, or he got to be clean face. He got to be this. He got to be that. What do you have? Do you have anything that you requesting of him to have? As far as like stability, as far as like having a job and a house and a car, like y'all want men to have so much. Are you bringing any of that to the table? You. I feel like people should only be able to ask for what they already bring to the table as well. You want a man with his own house and a car? Do you have your own house and a car? Well, not necessarily house, but you just have your own space. It could be an apartment, townhome, whatever. But if you want him to have his own, do you have your own? If he can't live at home, you can't live at home either. Y'all look down on men who still live at home, but women get passed a lot of times. And that's, it's the double standards that come with the game. It's double standards for both genders. But some things that y'all like to look for, that y'all asking for, that y'all plan yourself for, you don't bring none of that. You want a man with a good job. What good job do you have? Do you have a good job? How much an hour are you making? You want a man to make 20 plus an hour, but you only making 10. How is that fair to him? You want a man on a higher level, but you ain't even on his level. Same goes for men. There's a lot of out of shape, no good nothing dudes, but y'all want women that's on their business. Are you on your business? Why would she want you if you're not on your business? You're not doing your job. Y'all need to find people that's on your level and willing to build once y'all become one. Again, y'all have to look yourselves in the mirror and figure out what is the issue with yourself. Why do you keep picking the same ain't nothing men? Why do you keep picking the same ain't nothing women? Y'all need to figure that out, because it's getting to a point where it's ridiculous that y'all still pointing the finger at the other person. And you can be a good person. Again, don't get it confused. I'm not saying that what's going on is your fault as far as you not a good person. I'm saying it's your fault as far as you are steady being attracted to these type of people. You don't know how to pick good people. That's all it is. It's not that you're not a good person. You don't know how to pick a good person. You easily get game ran on you. Whether you a man or woman, you easily get game ran on you. It ain't just men running game. Women run the game too. and y'all are easily falling for it. Easily falling for it. So I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer. That's all I want to get off my chest about this, because I can see that it's been an issue for a minute. Again, like always, if you watch to the end of the video, I highly appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, do what you got to do. And until next time, I'll let y'all later. Peace.